Welcome to Bear Reacts, where not only do you get a reaction, but also a little history about the song or the artist. If you're new to the channel, please pull up a chair, pour yourself a beverage of choice. But if you're part of the Bear Army, it's nice seeing each and every single one of you again. Today, we're gonna listen to On the Other Hand by Randy Travis. So if you're ready, let's roll that intro and let's get into it. Boom!
Welcome to Bear Reacts.
All right. I am excited to listen to this. Here we go.
On one hand, I count the reasons I could stay with you and hold you close to me all night long. So many lovers' games I'd love to play with you. On that hand, there's no reason why it's wrong, but on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand.
Wow.
On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man, but the reason I must go is on the other hand.
Wow, yeah. That's cool, man. I really feel that.
In your arms I feel the passion I thought it died when I looked into your eyes. I found myself, and when I first kissed your lips, I felt so alive.
Really like that piano. Just makes you feel the melody a little more.
Hand it to you, girl. You're something else. But on the other hand, there's a golden band.
That's deep, though. That's really deep.
To remind me of someone who would not understand. On one hand, I could stay and be your loving man, but the reason I must go is on the other hand.
Dang, man, dang.
Yeah, the reason I must go is on the other hand.
Wow. Yeah, I get it. This is a song that I actually do understand and get. Like, you know, I know temptations come at men and women equally, and you know, I know just from history, and I know from previous experiences and stuff like that. Sometimes that temptation is really hard to overcome. Sometimes that temptation just grabs you and wants to bring you along, but that's that's what that wedding ring is for when you're actually married to somebody, is it actually shows that you have that commitment to that person and you're devoted to that person. And it's a reminder, like it's not, people look at a wedding ring as just a ball and chain, like you're attached to that person. But no, man, it's a constant reminder that you belong to somebody else, that you share that love and that space with somebody else. And faithfulness is one of the most important things, and trust is one of the other things. So if you're getting hit on by somebody else and you feel like you need to go with that person, then it's best that you just let your wife or somebody else leave instead of having that betrayal. And I just love the fact that Randy Travis really hits on this, or the songwriters hit on this, on that part of it, that this is what it's about. It's about a constant reminder that you love somebody, that your heart is to them. And I think that's something that we forget nowadays, man, is that when we're married, that's that we belong to that person, that every part of us become one flesh, if you believe in the Bible. And something that we forgot about that in this country, but that's a great freaking song, man. It's a really meaningful track. I really dug it. But now let's get to the history. Boom! Man, I didn't know this going in, but this song almost never made it to Randy Travis. All right, so with that being said, so this song has a backstory that actually makes it a hit a lot harder. It starts with two songwriters, Paul Overstreet and Don Schlitz. And honestly, the session wasn't going well at all. They were stuck working on another song. Nothing was clicking. We've all been there where just nothing goes right. So Schlitz pulls out a list of random ideas, just trying to spark something. And one of those ideas was the phrase, "on the other hand." Now here's the moment that changed everything. Almost instantly, Overstreet comes back with, "There's a golden band." And just like that, they had the song. And once you know what that line means, it changes almost everything. Because this isn't just a love song. This is about a married man who's being tempted by another woman. He's thinking about it. He wants to give in, like every male urge wants to sometimes. But then he looks at the wedding ring, that golden band, and that's what stops him. So the whole song is really about temptation versus loyalty. Not giving in. Choosing not to. Now here's where the story takes a turn. This song wasn't even meant for Randy Travis, and I was like, what? It wasn't meant for him. It was being looked at for other artists like Merle Haggard, George Jones, and Dan Sills. Big, huge names in country music. But it didn't land with any of them. Instead, it ends up going to a guy that at that time, nobody really knew. That guy would be Randy Travis. And this is early. He's working at the Nashville Palace, just trying to make those ends meet, grinding. That's where his manager, Lib Hatcher, really starts helping him get his foot in the door. And not long after that, he records this song. Now here's the part that actually surprised me. When it first came out in 1985, nothing, not a single peep. It barely made a dent. But then something changed after he started getting attention with another song called 1982, which I've never heard of. I should actually check that out. The label decided to give him this one other shot. They re-released it in 1986. And this time it went all the way to number uno, his first number one hit. And that moment didn't just launch his career. It helped bring traditional country music back to the spotlight. Like, boom, there's country music. Right alongside artists like George Strait, Alan Jackson, and Clint Black. And when you listen to this song now, knowing it almost didn't happen, it hits just a little bit different. So with that, I want to thank you all for choosing Bear Reacts. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, smash that like button, share this video, let me know your thoughts on it. Do you like On the Other Hand? Did you know the history? Let me know your thoughts down below because it really does help with the algorithm. I hope each one of you guys have a good day. God bless, and as always, deuces, and until next time, keep rocking and keep the spirit of music alive. God bless everybody.